As more than 90,000 people across the United States wait for a liver transplant, UW Health launches a new initiative to increase donations and save lives.
Yeah, the Living Donor Initiative hopes to increase the number of kidney and liver donors. The plan has team members develop educational material and travel to health departments across Wisconsin and northern Illinois. The team will then provide information and answer questions about the donation process.
So 25 to 30,000 kidney transplants performed every year, and approximately 6,000 of those are from live donors. The more you can expand the number of live donors being performed, the fewer patients will end up dying on the wait list while waiting